Well, a good evening to you and a happy Friday, and welcome to another Torero broadcast tonight from Torero Stadium here on the beautiful campus of the University of San Diego. The Toreros 2-0 on the season, taking on the Detroit Mercy Titans. Come in 1-1 on the year. Before kickoff, let's go ahead and take a look at tonight's starting lineups. First for the visiting Detroit Mercy Titans in net, goalkeeper number 1, Devin Mendez. Defender Garrett Weaver, Justin Schuneman, and midfielder number 5, Daniel Ayok, a midfielder number 8, Dimitri Pliakos, Max Becker in the midfield, Ryan Halloran, Kyle Bandick, Jake Rietzloff, Bennett Brooks, and Ryan Pearson, the starting 11 for the Titans, while the lineup for San Diego looks like this in net. Goalkeeper Matt Weir, Henry Lander, Aaron Frey, Amit Heffer, Ross Meldrum, Miguel Berry, Freddie Polzer, Chase Van Way, Jacob Planell, George West, and Aiden Marmion, the starting 11 for the San Diego Toreros, as we see goalkeeper Matt Weir make his way back into net. He came up with a huge save and played a great game in net for the Toreros their last time out, coming off a win in their home opener. In their last contest, 2-0 on the year, a 3-0 shutout. Clean sheet against Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. They've scored 6 goals in their first 2 games. The whistle is off, and we are underway here from Torero Stadium. Lander plays it out wide. Marmion. It's the Toreros in the dark kits working left to right on your screen. The Titans in the white shirt, white shorts, working right to left. A throw in here for the Titans again. The Toreros coming off a 3-0 win in their home opener in front of just shy of 1,500. Good student support on that opening night, as this one is cleared away at midfield. Marmion, Lander, now they swing it around Frey and switch the field, try up the left side. Ball falls back, Aaron Frey again, trying to develop up top. Jacob Planell scoring a goal in the opener, as this one is played in along the end line, and a misread as Planell almost a chance at the second ball. It falls to Marmion, now to Meldrum. Toreros controlling it on the Titan half, as this one is knocked in the air, controlled once again by Miguel Berry. Another gorgeous night here on the campus of University of San Diego. The Toreros 2 wins, a 3-2 come from behind victory over crosstown rival San Diego State. 2 goals in the second half by Miguel Berry, the difference in the first game of the year. Toreros' first win against the Aztecs since 2011. A 2-0 start to open the year, looking to make it 3. Hosting Detroit Mercy here tonight. Back at it on Sunday, 12 o'clock game, taking on Belmont. Both games can be found right here on the WCC Network. This not a conference match, though, taking on Detroit Mercy out of the Horizon League, coming off a tough 8-0 loss against Clemson. They did win their opener 2-0 against Niagara. Titans on the look here, a shot from the left side and wide left as it hooks on Kyle Bandick. San Diego taking over on their own half, playing towards midfield. Good ball played ahead to Marmion. Ball knocked out by Detroit Mercy. Toreros trying to go quickly as the throw comes into Meldrum. Lost. Now controlled by the Titans, back the other way. Ryan Pearson leading the charge out in front, trying to connect with Bandick, but off his line, coming out to clear it away is the goalkeeper, Matt Weir. Again, just moments into this match, we welcome you into another broadcast Doubleheader featured on Sunday with the women's team back in town. Barry trying to win a tussle for the ball at midfield. It falls to the Titans. Now a turn. And Pliakos working ahead again, trying to connect with Bandic, but too much on the pass as it's collected by Weir and rolled out wide. Both teams trying to settle in. Nearly 5 minutes gone by here in the opening half. And it was the Toreros that took the opening blow against Cal Poly Slow in their home opener. Mustangs had a couple of early chances that were denied, and then it was all Toreros from then on out. A 3-0 win. First shutout of the year as George West plays the ball ahead in the left corner to Chase Van Way. Serviced inside the area, headed away, and played in the air momentarily. Cleared by Detroit Mercy. Meldrum to West. Good give and go. West now has Van Way to his left, drops it there. Van Way at the edge of the 18. Trips himself up, loses possession, tries to earn it back on the slide challenge, but unable to do so as a foul is called and a free kick for Detroit Mercy. A lot happening here this weekend at Torero Stadium. Football underway tomorrow, as mentioned, the doubleheader for both men's and women's soccer on Sunday. Volleyball taking place inside Jenny Craig Pavilion. Taking on Arizona and number 2 Nebraska. Try and get you some score updates from Jenny Craig as soon as possible. Toreros awarded a free kick. They'll start out of the back as Lander plays it ahead to Marmion. Marmion with some space here on the right side, waiting for help, leaves it for Meldrum. Finds Amit Heffer. Heffer trying to get around a bigger defender. Does so as Meldrum can't get it back on the give and go. Toreros applying the pressure and force a turnover as unlucky there. George West trying to slot a pass to the midfield. It hit the official. Toreros managed to control possession. Aaron Frey out to Van Way. 3 goals last time out for the Toreros, all scored by 3 different players. In fact, 5 of their 6 goals scored on the season have been by different players, as this one brought up from the back. Henry Lander in the corner and out of bounds for a San Diego throw. What should actually be a corner kick. Amit Heffer from the near corner flag, serviced off his left foot when he is ready. Activity in front of the box. Low line drive is off a Titan defender out of bounds. And again, back-to-back corners here for the Toreros. Heffer, line drive is punched out by the goalkeeper. Cleared to the edge of the 18, and now a touch and put outside for the Titans. A chance on the counter. Ryan Pearson trying to take on the back line as he plays the ball through. Jake Rietzloff chases it down, now outside the left side of the 18. A sliding challenge, well done by Meldrum. Earns back possession, but simultaneously as Amit Heffer knocks it out of bounds, it stays with Detroit Mercy. Pliakos, service to the center, and just missing the right foot of Kyle Bandic. An opportunity for Detroit Mercy, but can't connect on the pass as the Toreros get a break. Nearing 8 minutes in, 0-0. Detroit Mercy 1-1 on the year. San Diego 2-0. Looking to start the year 3-0. With another game match scheduled for Sunday as Frey bringing it up from the back end, lost it. Now someone's going to have to cover. Detroit Mercy trying to counter. Stolen, intercepted back the other way. Heffer with his left foot leaves it for Barry. Barry inside the area, shot, it's blocked, and finally cleared away by Detroit Mercy. Good move as Ryan Pearson slips through Marmion. Now is tripped up and stood up by Henry Lander, who forces a turnover. No real threat following the good move. Played to midfield, Meldrum leaves it for Van Way. The Toreros reset, start out of the back. Played inside the circle, George West. Meldrum trying to make a run on the left side. He goes over the top, connects with Meldrum, who takes a touch and then watches it kicked out of bounds. So a throw in for the Toreros. Throw comes into Meldrum, back to Van Way, near the end line, serviced in off the left foot and cleared out by Detroit Mercy. For another throw as it comes in inside the area, cleared away by the Titans and regathered by Meldrum. Trying to find success on this left flank as Van Way slips through some traffic, gets tripped up, no whistle. Toreros wanting a call, not there. And a counter chance back the other way as Ryan Pearson trying to sneak in behind. Well done by Marmion, who knocks it out of bounds. Daniel Ayok. Majority of the Titans' early chances have come off a counter chance of a turnover forced by the Toreros as they go over the top, find Ayok. In behind Marmion. Now turns, takes it near the corner flag and crosses the ball to the middle. Unfortunately, no one there on the other end for Detroit Mercy as they hold possession, bring it back the other way, and now a shot, and it's well left and wide out of bounds off the left foot. Looked like Dimitri Pliakos. Uncontested shot, but from well out. Just over 10 minutes in, 0-0. They play it out to Marmion, try and switch the field. Marmion plays it back to Lander. Try and catch the Titans out of formation as they quickly switch it back to the left side. Aaron Frey. Polzier, excuse me, haven't had the chance to say his name much here this evening early on. Not many touches for the Torero 10. Polzier scoring a goal in the Toreros' Monday night 3-0 win. Trying to find Ayok against Amit Heffer. Second ball. Now played in the air. Marmion on a quick touch finds Heffer. Not on the same page with George West, though, as his quick touch. West was going one direction, the ball went the other. The Toreros turn it over at midfield and now sets up a throw for Detroit Mercy. Again, coming off a 8-0 loss to the Clemson Tigers. 1-1 on the season as it was off the left foot of Jake Rietzloff. Chases goalkeeper Matt Weir all the way near the far corner flag. Toreros start out of the back, 0-0. Approaching 15 minutes into our opening half. Frey looking for something over the top. Barry heading it towards Planell. Jacob Planell, good work trying to get to it at the edge of the 18. It bangs around, rolls out of bounds. Planell pleading his case for a corner kick. Instead watches it out of bounds for a Detroit Mercy goal kick. Jacob Planell on the other end of a excellent cross by Amit Heffer. Last match, connecting for his first goal of the season on a header to the back of the net. Now the goal kick is out of bounds. The Toreros were looking to go quick before Detroit Mercy could find their mark. But instead it's left and a throw in for Aiden Marmion. West, back to Lander, swung over to Frey. Frey finding Van Way. Van Way over the top looking for Planell. Flicked on to Miguel Berry. Berry inside the area. Serviced in the air, but nothing there on the cross. There's been glimpses of the attack for the Toreros. Been patient, now trying to strike first as they play it out wide to Van Way, but too much on the pass. And knocked out of bounds. Detroit Mercy in possession here on the Torero half. Ayak uses his strength, tries to leave a ball forward for Pearson, but just too much on it. Rolls right to the goalkeeper. Matt Weir picks it up, rolled it out quickly. And the Toreros once again begin out of the back. Good ball played forward. Marmion now slows it down. Meldrum directing traffic as it's slotted to West. West to Heffer. Got him boxed in now as the pass nearly turned over. Amit Heffer to Van Way with an open left side of the field. Van Way with a left foot. Shot too high and through the crossbar out of bounds. Cleared away by Mercy. At midfield, Toreros want a handball. They get the call. Looked like it was called on Kyle Bandick. Aaron Frey ahead to Meldrum. Out wide to Van Way. Give and go. Frey now up ahead at the corner of the 18. Tries to cut it back. Falls to Polzair. Polzair now looking to cross, instead put it into a Mercy defender, out of bounds, and a corner kick. Set piece opportunity here for the Toreros. Far corner flag, Freddie Polzair. Toreros pack the box. George West now joining the party as this one served, middle of the box, punched out. Not cleared entirely though as Planell comes through one, rips it, and right off the Detroit Mercy defender out of bounds. Throw comes into Heffer. Plays it back to Meldrum, tries to put one in, far post. Polzair closest to it before it was punched out by Mendez. Still in a dangerous spot as it's sent in by Frey. Headed out, now outside the 18. Pearson trying to play over the top again. That is how the Titans have been able to string together an attack. It has come off a counter opportunity such like that. Freddie Polzair gets tangled up, wanting to make a throw in. Comes to Heffer, lost his first man, continuing to take it towards the middle, finds West. West to Frey. Frey thought about the left foot, now keeps it on the ground. Heffer continuing to play backwards as they find Van Way. They'll reset. Lander over to Marmion with some space out in front of him. Takes it up the right side. Excuse me, that was West. Now to Marmion, who makes a move, shakes a defender. Falls it back to Meldrum. Meldrum cuts back towards the middle. Now leaves it ahead for Barry. Inside the 18, a shot for West, and it's just over the top crossbar. And out of bounds. It was touched by Detroit Mercy. And a corner kick. Right idea by George West, who just turned and ripped one. Came right through it. Now a corner chance from the left corner flag. Far post, headed by Planell. Remains a free ball. Heffer sends it back in before it's cleared out by Mercy. Henry Lander finds Marmion. Toreros knocking on the doorstep. Now just trying to find the back of the net as Marmion cuts towards the middle. Planell, I think, expecting pulls air behind him, let it through, and it rolled right to a Titan defender. Miscommunication on the attack by San Diego as this one is knocked out of bounds. Quickly the throw comes in. Ross Meldrum swings it to George West. Big touch, a bit too big as it leads to a transition opportunity. Max Becker for the Titans, trying to slot a ball through on the ground. Henry Lander knocked it down, but a bad touch knocks it out of bounds. And it's a throw-in upcoming for Detroit Mercy. First all-time matchup between these two clubs. Detroit Mercy also takes on San Diego State for the first time. That's on Sunday. They won their season opener 2-0 over Niagara before falling to ACC foe Clemson 8-0 on Monday. That was their first road match. Now back-to-back road matches here against the Toreros and Sunday against the Aztecs. Ross Meldrum controls here on the right side. Pressure from behind, slows it down, turns and finds George West. Nice job to escape some traffic as they play it ahead. Here's Pulzaire. Pulzaire now slotting it to Barry inside the area. Barry handles, now cuts it back towards the middle. A shot with the right foot off a Titan defender and out of bounds. And the Toreros force another corner kick chance. Set piece opportunity from the far corner flag. Freddie Pulzaire placed on the ball. Look for Jacob Planell, who's left on mark here, far post. Instead, they played on the ground out to Van Way, who puts it right back in the area in the direction of Lander. Headed and saved in net by Devin Mendez. Perfectly placed ball by Chase Van Way. And the header by Henry Lander, inches from reaching the back of the net. Approaching the 25th minute. No score, 0-0, opening half. Mitt Heffer finding Ross Meldrum, plays it back to the defender Aaron Frey. Good passing in tight areas finding seams as Heffer leaves one for Van Way, streaking up the left side. Good cover in the back by Jake Rietzloff. Puts it out of bounds, but again, the pressure generated by the Toreros as the throw comes into West. Frey switches, links up with Marmion. Lander back over to Frey, moving the defense. Aaron Frey with some space well out in front of him, now plays one in the air, finding Marmion. To the right of the 18, Marmion trying to service across, instead hits it into a defender and out of bounds. Throw in comes to Polzair, turns his defender, now stalls, taken down on a challenge, no whistle. A touch by Lander, who gets beat, now off to the races. Here comes Kyle Van Dyke, trying to get around Chase Van Way, who did a good job to cover, and off his line to come out and corral it is Matt Weir. Detroit Mercy, Kyle Bandick made a move to create some space with the good help on the backside, and Matt Weir coming off his line to collect it. Continues this match scoreless. Bad pass at midfield. Back the other way for the Titans. Played on the ground, finding Van Dyke. Sliding challenge by Lander knocks it away. Meldrum wondering where to go, needing help. Has his hands in the air before he plays one to Van Way. Amit Heffer. Heffer trying to get around Ayak. Clearly has the size advantage. Uses his strength, and it's out of bounds for a Titans throw-in. Heffer calling for it here on the right side, got it. Now waiting for a run to develop in front of him. Continuing to dribble here on the right side, leaves it for Meldrum. Marmion not there on the other end. Header by Bandick, falls to Lander. Miguel Berry slots one to Amit Heffer. Near the right corner flag, he was doubled, now pressure lets off as he drops it back to Marmion. They go right back to Amit Heffer. Patiently streaks up the right side, gets around one man, now tries to cut it back. Lost possession as it's cleared away. Lander in from the back to win a header. Second ball falls to the Titans and a chance on the counter, but the pass just two out in front. Heavy on the attack for the Toreros, but a good job to cover in the back as well. Nearly 30 minutes played. We remain tied 0-0 here on this gorgeous Friday evening. Lander finds Meldrum. See some runs briefly developing up top, trying to find Planell. Headed back to Barry. Barry in a tussle for the ball, lost it. Now a counter chance as Ayak gets tripped up. He was out in front of where the pass should have been. hit his back foot. Disrupted the run as this is played up the left side. Henry Lander puts it back on the Titan half as Planell put a head on it. Second ball falls to the Toreros. Over to Meldrum. Out in front to Chase Van Way with plenty of green out in front of him. Van Way now trying to find someone far post, but too much on the cross. Will be a goal kick for Detroit Mercy. Titans the first to put it on the ground, settle, and try to play. Pearson gets around Lander. Heel pass broken up. Amit Heffer finding Marmion. Marmion with some help to his left, drops it to Barry. Barry now stops, trying to shift his defender, but knocked away by Garrett Weaver. Good job defensively by Garrett Weaver, who has led the Titans in minutes played each of the past 2 years. For Detroit Mercy, has played now in 51 straight matches for Detroit Mercy. Played out wide to Marmion. Back to Lander. Meldrum creating a run, then stopped as Lander continues to play forward. Now links up with Meldrum, who plays it out, trying to find Marmion. Titans wanting offside. They get the call as the flag is up. It's like Aiden Marmion called for the offside. Minutes gone by, no score here from Torero Stadium. Ayok trying to dance around this sideline. Has it out of bounds and a Torero throw in. First substitutions of the match upcoming here for the Toreros. Subbing in is Jimmy Ryan, as well as Paul Ramlow. Paul Ramlow, one of the 3 goal scorers in Monday night's win. And the Toreros 3-2 winners against San Diego State in the season opener. 3-0 winners over Cal Poly San Luis Obispo on Monday. 6 goals, 5 different scorers. Good balance on the attack, but here they have yet to find the back of the net. 30-plus minutes in. Van Way trying to find Ramlow, time the hop. Here along the right side, puts it off a defender and out of bounds. Ramlow leaves it for Marmion. Marmion drops it to Medlum, who has it out of bounds. So again, not much here from either side. They've had their chances, but nothing too threatening. Ramlow shoved off the ball from behind, and it's a whistle and foul. Looked like a tough challenge on the initial call. And I think Ryan Pearson got tangled up after the whistle had been blown, but he appears to be okay. Up under his own power. Frey plays one in the air to Marmion. A touch, but no one there at the center. Remains in a dangerous spot before it's cleared away. George West comes through it. Off the sliding challenge of Dimitri Pliakos. Both players simultaneously coming together as this one is a whistle. Out of play and a Torero throw. Lander over to Frey. Frey brings it up from the back, connects with Polzair, and now it's a whistle and foul. Charge to Dimitri Pliakos. Free kick awarded to the Toreros. No score, 35 minutes in. Ten minutes left here in the opening half. Detroit Mercy out of the Horizon League, 1-1, coming off a 8-0 loss. The Toreros 2-0, coming off a clean sheet 3-0 win, as this one in the direction of Frey, far post. They're going to say it was off Frey and a goal kick awarded to the Titans. Sophomore goalkeeper for Detroit Mercy, Devin Mendez, has tallied 7 saves in net across his first 2 matches here in 2019. It's the 3rd straight season that the red, white, and blue of Detroit Mercy are playing here in California. Opened the 2018 year playing Cal and St. Mary's, as this one is stolen and taken away by Frey. Out to Meldrum, connecting with Polzair, trying to cut it back towards the middle of the field, gets stood up defensively by Ryan Halloran. And now this one a free kick awarded to the Titans. Again, they opened here in 2018 against Cal and St. Mary's. Also played St. Mary's on the road in 2017. 3rd straight season making the California trip. Played to the right side, just nothing there. In the air as the pass is broken up. Now trying to find Ramlow on a counter. Good anticipation in the back. Bennett Brooks steps in front of a pass, and now over to help on the left side as Ayak is forced out of bounds. The Toreros trying to go quick on the throw. San Diego coming off a 7-7-5 mark last season, and it also included a 3-1-3 record in the West Coast Conference, as this one nearly pops out to Ramlow before it's cleared out of bounds. Ramlow up the right side, trying to find Marmion, instead turned it over as Pearson tried to make a move, got around a Torero defender, and now back the other way as the whistle is blown. Ryan Pearson complaining about extracurricular activities following the whistle, and we're going to have a stoppage in time now. It's a tough challenge by George West, and then after the play, Aiden Marmion as well as Ryan Pearson got tangled up following the whistle. Pure accidental. Ref gets things settled down on the pitch, and we are back underway, approaching 40 minutes in, still looking for our first goal as this one serviced just outside the area and cleared away. Toreros earn another corner, this time from the far corner flag. Freddie pulls air on the ball. Toreros looking to strike first. Pulls air, hand in the air, ready to go. Taken, middle of the 18, headed away. Falls to George West on the second ball, plays it back in the area, flicked on, but out to pick it up is Devin Mendez. Out of bounds for a Torero throw. Just about 5 minutes left here in the opening half. Toreros have scored at least 3 goals in each of their first 2 matches this season for the first time since 2015. 4 years ago, San Diego posted 2 shutouts to start the year, went on to claim a co-championship in the West Coast Conference, with Santa Clara finishing 10-5-3, 5-1-1 in the West Coast Conference. Thus far, still looking for their first goal here in game number 3. Again, have had their chances, now just trying to finish in the scoring third as this one is cleared away, collected by Frey. Frey looking to go over the top, just no one there on the other end as it's collected by Mendez, the goalkeeper. Meldrum calling Ramlow to meet him on the pass. Now inside the circle, pulls air. Out to Frey with some space and developing here on the left side. Frey taking his space, now slots one inside the 18. Tripped up. No whistle. Jimmy Ryan tripped up on the play as it rolled out of bounds. A throw in for the Toreros. Ryan finding Meldrum. Meldrum shifts the defender now to the edge of the 18. Watches it past the end line. And yet another set piece for San Diego. Corner kick upcoming in the final 3 minutes of the opening half. Freddie pulls air. Activity in front of the box as this one serviced in off the head of West. Cleared out momentarily as it comes back out to pulls air. Collected now by Detroit Mercy. And back the other way, here come the Titans. It was Halloran who tried to make some work up the right side. Got tripped up and then has it out of bounds for a Mercy throw. So a player appears to be down for Detroit Mercy. Still waiting for a number. As he pops up, it's Max Becker to be tossed a water bottle. Seems to be dealing with some cramps. Opening half here on this Friday night. Majority of possession and chances held by the Toreros. But again, scoreless, 0-0 through just about our first 45 minutes of play. Toreros off to a 2-0 start this season, continuing its 5-match homestand here at Torero Stadium with a pair of matches this weekend. Detroit Mercy here tonight, and then Belmont on Sunday at 12 p.m. Toreros get it back, have it on their own half, and start out of the back. Led by 5 different Toreros scoring a goal so far. San Diego has won its first 2 matches for the first time since 2017. Play it back to Marmion. Bad pass looking for Ramlow as it's out of bounds, and a throw-in for Mercyhurst. Meldrum whistled for the foul. Titans trying to play quickly. Instead, will set up on the ball. Ryan Pearson to take the free kick for Detroit Mercy. Toreros marked their man as the kick is away. Weir came off his line as it stays inside the 18. Garrett Weaver now taking it towards the goal line. Trying to shade off before the corner flag, but is watched out of bounds, and Detroit Mercy has a throw with just under a minute left to play here in the opening half. Throw comes in, cleared away by West, still on the Toreros half. Taking a turn, Halloran, but runs out of space as he dribbles it out of bounds, and the Toreros have under 30 seconds to try and get something going here on the attack. Frey over to Lander. Marmion has now positioned himself up high, trying to make a run up top. 5 seconds left here as the kick is in the air, nothing there. And the whistle is blown, and that is the conclusion of the first 45 minutes. The Toreros and Titans of Detroit Mercy scoreless here through the opening half of play. The Toreros had their chances, plenty of set-piece opportunities on corner kicks, but can't come through as we are through our first 45 minutes of play. No score, 0-0 here at Torero Stadium. We'll step aside, take a quick break. When we come back, we'll recap the first half stats and get you set for the final 45 minutes of regulation as you're watching Torero Soccer right here on the West Coast Conference Network. Welcome back to Torero Stadium. No score through our first 45 minutes here between the San Diego Toreros on their home pitch against the Titans of Detroit Mercy. Scoreless through our first 45 minutes of play, as San Diego had their chances in the opening half, just unable to score to the back of the net. And here we are starting the second half of a 0-0 score. Whistle is blown. The Titans will open up on the kickoff as it's played back. Frey playing up this left side, a substitution to start the second half. Till Stockman did not appear at all in the opening 45 minutes. He is starting the second half, as well as Paul Ramlow and Jimmy Ryan, who played sparingly in the first 45 minutes. They go to Stockman. Stockman connecting with Frey along this left side, serviced in by Frey, far post. No one there on the other end as it just continued to bend and finish in front of the Mercy goal. Knocked out of bounds, and the Toreros with an early set piece, a corner from the right corner flag. Amit Heffer, near post, headed away. Heffer tracks down the second ball, plays it back to Meldrum. Meldrum puts it right back in the area, punched out by the goalkeeper, Devin Mendez. As Frey got to it. San Diego 5 shots to 4 for Detroit Mercy, 2 on goal. The big advantage in corners, 7 corners to 0 for Detroit Mercy. But again, just could not come through on a number of set piece opportunities. 8 fouls to 4 in favor of Detroit Mercy. Devin Mendez forced to make 2 saves. He's made 9 now through the first 3 matches for Detroit Mercy, as this one shifting away is Till Stockman. Now to the edge of the 18, cleared away momentarily as it's collected by Ayok. Now it's taken away by Frey. Toreros with numbers on the Mercy half. A shot deflected, and then a second chance is well off and over the top of the cage. Frey slotting outside to Stockman. Inside the 18, now in a dangerous spot. Barry sets up a shot off the right foot. It's deflected and out of bounds. Till Stockman again, getting himself active along this left side, just came into the match. Second corner of the second half, 9th of the match for the Toreros. Heffer to service, remains a free ball inside the area, and again well over the crossbar, out of bounds. Mendez, the goal kick to midfield. Header won by West. Now Ramlow trying to get around Ayok. Cleared away and then played out of bounds. The Toreros doing all they can to try and set this tempo. Feel like once they get the first, they could come in bunches. They come out wide to Stockman. Good closing speed on the chase down by Jake Rietzloff. Until Stockman, the only shift in the starting 11 here to start the second half, as well as Jimmy Ryan. As this is a swing and a miss. Played through, out of bounds, and possession awarded to Detroit Mercy as the throw comes in. Headed down by Frey. Now the Toreros go to work. Meldrum over the top, trying to connect with Jimmy Ryan. Way too much on the pass. Out of bounds, and a throw in for the Titans. First ball won by Mercy. Second ball falls to the Titans. Almost able to sneak on in behind, but Lander puts a right foot on it and plays it back to Matt Weir. Weir has not been challenged often here through the first 45 and some change of this match. Frey up the left side, just gradually continued to take the space given to him out in front as this one is crossed inside the 18, headed away. Remains in a dangerous spot as Ramlow chases down a loose ball, gets it to Marmion. Circled around the back and found the left foot of George West. West to Stockman. Stockman ahead to Ryan. Ryan now quickly doubled, cuts it back towards the middle. From the edge of the 18 is a rip and wide right. Not nearly enough bend on it. Misses wide right. Heifer regain possession here for the Toreros as they try up the left side. Stockman now slowing it down, waiting for help. Frey, a run along the left side. Stockman trying to go over the top in the direction of Barry, had it headed down. Amit Heifer was there on the second chance, but it falls out of his possession and back the other way for the Titans, and out of nowhere, tremendous sliding challenge by George West. Earns back possession here for San Diego as it's played out to the defender in Frey. Tries to cut it back, loses the defender, now gets inside the 18, out in front, and just missing on the connection with Paul Ramlow. As it rolls past the goal line for a Torero corner. Heck of an effort as he cut it back. Got inside the area and on a left foot, left a pretty good ball from point blank range. As Heifer's corner, dangerous. Still in a dangerous spot. Barry a touch. And now finally a chance to breathe for Detroit Mercy. Frey has Stockman to his left, slides it to him. Stockman back to Frey. Sends it inside the 18. Heifer was closest to it, but had no chance on it. Now a turn taken by Bandick. Looking for the speedy counter, but the Toreros had it well covered in the back. Again, Miguel Barry has been rather quiet here tonight for the Toreros. The senior has fueled the San Diego offensive attack to start the year. He scored 2 goals with 2 assists, leading the team in points. As it was Barry there on the touch, it falls to Heffer. Heffer continuing his run now on the left side, finds Ryan, drops it back to Stockman. Back to George West. They switch the field. West with some space out in front of him. A shot off the right foot and a diving save to his right by goalkeeper Devin Mendez. Good look by George West. With some open space around him. A rip with the right foot. And Mendez able to leave his feet to make the save. Aaron Frey trying to lead Jimmy Ryan, but too much on the pass, and now Frey having to hustle to get back defensively as it rattles around. West back to Frey, needing to clear it out. Does so on the ground to Till Stockman. Stockman now tripped up as the ball caroms right to Ryan Pearson. Pearson has it out of bounds. About 10 minutes into this second half. Again, no score, 0-0. Substitutions coming in for the Titans. Three new players checking in, Rocco Galati, as well as Alex Fusha. And I believe the third one was Mohamed Miri. Mohamed Miri, as well as Kyle Bandick, each have 1 goal to lead the team offensively through their first 2 matches this year. Again, a 2-0 win in their opening match against Niagara, and an 8-0 loss at the hands of ACC foe Clemson on Monday. The Toreros were winners in their match on Monday, 3-0. Blanking Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. Off to a 2-0 start. Weaver finds Ayak, a shot, and wide left on the ground. Lander has his pass broken up out of bounds. Daniel Ayak from behind called for the foul. Stockman playing ahead to Ramlow. Ramlow give and go with Stockman up the left side, streaking forward, trying to find Frey on the other end of a cross. It wasn't there. And now back the other way for the Titans as they knock it out of bounds. throw in for the Titans. Comes at the edge of the 6, headed in the air, and escaping further trouble as this one is over the crossbar and on the top netting. They'll say last touch by the Toreros, so a corner kick awarded to Detroit Mercy. Newly inserted Rocco Galati will service from the near corner flag. 0-0, just a tick under 60 minutes in, near post. Weir went up to climb the ladder, but nothing more necessary as this one is high, and a goal kick for Weir and the Toreros. Again, no score, 60 minutes in. Jacob Planell checking in for Jimmy Ryan. So fresh legs up top for the Toreros. Again, looking to strike first. Who knows? A goal could be all it takes. The way both teams playing tonight. A tough challenge. The Toreros wanting a call. Nothing whistled as play on. West finding Frey. Frey with some green grass out in front of him, trying to play ahead in the direction of Barry. There was just nothing there. As it caroms back out, the Toreros have to reset. Ramlow out wide to Marmion. Ahead to Heffer, left on a back heel. Now Marmion working through traffic inside the box and runs out of room as it's cleared away. George West at the top, leaving it for Frey. With some activity at the edge of the 18, it's slotted, handled by Ramlow. Back out to Medlam. Plays it out wide, Amit Heffer. Developing nicely here for the Toreros as Heffer sends one in. Heading chance for Planell as he comes up empty, and it's cleared away momentarily by the Titans. Toreros continue on the attack. Meldrum leaving it out to Stockman. Meldrum now creating a run up the left side if he can get to it. Plays it inside the 18, has it headed away off the chest of a Titan player as he was falling down and put out of bounds for a throw. Deep on the half of the Titans. Could this be the time for the Toreros to strike first? Over 60 minutes in. Scoreless 0-0. Meldrum, head up, looking for a run, plays it in the direction of Planell. A heading pass, finds Ramlow, but again, just nothing there for San Diego. Quickly, the throw comes into Heffer. Quick touch pass. Looks like George West, or actually Ramlow, up top. Second ball falls to Ross Meldrum. Toreros in possession at midfield. Good job by West from behind. But they'll actually get him for the foul. I think it was the extra grab at the end that drew the whistle. Detroit Mercy throw in. George West trying to come off his line, come up with a steal. It leads to a shot for the Titans, and Matt Weir ready to answer the call, makes the save. As the Toreros counter back the other way. Meldrum trying to play ahead to a streaking Miguel Berry. Uses his strength, gets around one man, and now Miguel Berry. Can't believe the call. Garrett Weaver pleading his case that he was tossed aside. Draws the foul. Miguel Berry not too thrilled, just trying to get around his man. Had he been able to, it was off to the races, streaking towards the 18. But a foul called. Again, Miguel Berry has been held rather quiet. Here through the first half and part of the second half. Against an experienced defender, Garrett Weaver again has started the past 51 matches now for the Titans. Has led the team in minutes played the last 2 seasons. Substitution now for the Toreros. Amit Heffer comes out and Freddie Polzair subs back in. "65 minutes and some change into this match as West slots one on the ground out wide. They play it out in front of the net. A missed touch, and Devin Mendez there to recover on the loose ball out in front of the net. Throw in for the Toreros, deep on the Titans half. Looking to come through with at least a goal. Separate themselves from Detroit Mercy, who is giving them all they can handle here as Marmion nearly comes up with a loose ball. Now he does, a shot, it's blocked. Karam's out to Meldrum. Toreros another go at it as Meldrum's pass intercepted. Ramlow steals it right back, now slots it out wide. Pulls air. Deke now cuts it back towards the middle. Leaves it on the ground for West, who comes through it. A shot, finished to the back left corner, and the Toreros strike first. George West, a goal, and University of San Diego leads 1-0. They had been itching and clawing and knocking on the doorstep the entire match. And Freddie Polzair, not sure it was immediately left for George West, but I think West saw hesitation from the other 2 players around it and decided, you know what, I'm going to have a go. And George West separates the score. We are uneven. 1-0 Toreros. So the goal by George West, now his first of the year. That's now 7 goals for the Toreros, scored by 6 different players here to start the 2019 campaign. And this one comes a shade under 70 minutes in. George West, the goal, the assist to Freddie Polzair. Polzair, his first assist of the year. He now has a goal and an assist on the season. San Diego right back on the attack. Lander going over the top in the direction of Meldrum. Second ball to Berry, who can't take a touch, and it remains a free ball before picked up by Detroit Mercy. Now playing a goal down. Primarily have had their chances on counters. We'll see how they counter. With their mindset now trailing 1-0. off a Torero defender and played out of bounds for a Detroit Mercy throw-in. 1-0, the Toreros looking to go 3-0 to start this season. Substitution for the Titans, Colin Kavanaugh from Saline, Michigan, redshirt junior, into the match for the first time here tonight. 1-0 Toreros on the George West, first goal of the season. He had a couple of good looks often here tonight, but again, that was just a perfect ball left on a tee by Freddie Pulzaire, and no one jumped on it. George West from the back came right through it and buried it to the bottom corner. That's the difference thus far, 1-0. As West trying to play it ahead for Planell. Now a big clearance in the air. Second ball falls inside the circle and knocked out by Stockman. With George West down on the pitch, looked like he lost his left boot. Cleat back on and back underway as Frey goes over the top, trying to find Ramlow. Now it's Pulzaire trying to chase it down. Ayok goes down on the challenge, pops right back up, collects it at his feet, now trying to dribble around Paul Ramlow. And a tough challenge near the goal line, poked away by Pulzaire. Toreros have possession near the far post. Planell headed towards Ramlow in the circle, in the box, but nothing more as it's kept in play. Sent to the direction of Barry, just not enough on the pass as Marmion, the defender, now has to hustle to get back. Titans on the counter chance as the pass is intercepted to the feet of George West, now back to Frey. Frey with that big left foot, playing it ahead to Planell, trying to flick it to Barry. Barry gets tripped up, no whistle. Now a tough challenge by Jacob Planell is whistled for the foul as Garrett Weaver was sent down. We're going to have a yellow card issued. Jacob Planell issued the yellow card. Toreros leading 1-0, just a tick over 70 minutes in. Less than 20 to play. Toreros trying to make it 3-0 after winning the season opener against crosstown rival San Diego State 3-2 on 2 second-half goals. They win their home opener on Monday 3-0. And leading here with another second-half goal over Detroit Mercy, 1-0. 7 goals scored this year for the Toreros, again by 6 different scores. A substitution for the Toreros as Alex Chernus is onto the pitch for the first time here tonight. Lander plays ahead to Barry. Back to Meldrum. Frey quickly trying to find Stockman, who got tripped up. Now Stockman leaves it out wide for Frey, who puts it inside the 18 and has it knocked away. Inside the box, Frey, a rocket off the left foot, but right to the goalkeeper, Devin Mendez. Makes the head-high grab, and now rolls it straight out in front to begin the attack for Detroit Mercy, as this one is knocked away. Detroit Mercy now moving everyone into the spot. Approaching 75 minutes in. A throw in for the Titans on this left side. Throw comes in, missed by West. Remains a free ball collected by Detroit Mercy as it's sent in far post and grabbed by Matt Weir. Well, we know where Matt Weir's fan club is. This group right in front of us, not making too much of a peep, and then all of a sudden, Matt Weir puts his hands on the ball and they go crazy for their buddy as this one is played out of bounds. Detroit Mercy looking for the equalizer as the cross is sent in. Can't connect and rolls away as Weir collects it before it exits the box. Frey plays it out wide to Stockman. Quickly leaves it for West. West finding Barry. Good passing. Finding seams in the Mercy defense. Pulls air already with an assist tonight. Tries to leave it out for Planell. Just not enough on the pass offline, and it's taken right back by Detroit Mercy as they counter back the other way. Out west to Galati. Galati now across. Played off the chest. At the top of the 18, a shot. Weir makes the save. Directional shot right to the San Diego goalkeeper. Bobbled it momentarily, now grasp it with two hands. Sets it down and will send a kick away. But instead plays it softly for Aaron Frey. Good looking shot. Good positioning in net by Matt Weir to deny the chance. Frey plays it to his fellow defender and Lander. Back touch by Marmion. Van Way. Pulls air. Trying to find Chernus. As Galati keeps it in, but just momentarily as this one is out of bounds. Good defense by Rocco Galati. Tries to play ahead, but making a move was Vashai as this one is popped in the air by Barry. Nifty move to get around one defender. Now tries to cut it back. Still in possession, holding it on his right foot, plays it over the top. A touch off the head by Chernus. Chip, no good. Off the heading chance. Planell just misses over the crossbar, as that was something special by the Toreros. Miguel Barry, the senior, started it on the left side and created a tremendous ball over the top. Chernus had a crack at it. Planell also a chance. But the Toreros are denied as the score remains 1-0. Polzair was ready to go quickly, but the Whistle following the Torero foul. Sets up a free kick. Just a shade under 80 minutes in. About 10, 11 minutes left here in regulation. Toreros clinging to a 1-goal lead, 1-0. George West unevening the score with a 68th minute goal, his first of the year. It's flicked on by Weaver, headed away by the Toreros. Remains at the edge of the 18. Weaver trying to put it right back in the area. Scrum for the ball as it's finally cleared away. Detroit Mercy now trying to work up the right side. Schooneman tried to slip through a pair of defenders. Instead couldn't do so as this one is knocked out of bounds, and Detroit Mercy, I believe, will have a corner kick. This near corner flag on the right side of the pitch. 1-0 Toreros. Corner kick, far post, in the air, headed away by Lander. Pulzer trying to get to it before it rolls out of bounds. He does so. Plays it ahead to Marmion and watches it out of bounds. Good job by Pulzer. Stepped in front, got some help by Chernus on the challenge from behind. Watched it out of bounds, and Titans have a throw in, but good anticipation defensively from the Toreros. Throw comes inside the box, headed out by George West. Remains deep on the Toreros' own half. Second ball chased down by Frey. Got to it first, now in a tussle. Here on the right side, he turns and just hits it off his man, out of bounds. Substitutions for both teams. Rocco Galati checking back in for the Titans. And for San Diego, Jimmy Ryan back in for the Toreros for Freddie Pulzer. Under 10 to play. Approaching the 82nd minute. 1-0 Toreros. The goal scored by George West in the 68th minute. The assist to Freddie Pulzer. A rip from the top of the 18 as West now creating havoc defensively. He comes up with a steal. Now looking for help behind him as the ball pops out to Jacob Planell. Planell up the left side is stopped. Now trying to play forward to Ross Meldrum. As it's played in the air. West won the initial ball and finally cleared way out by Lander. Lander line drive in the direction of Planell is handled in the back row. Now played in the air, just no one there for Detroit Mercy as this one sails out of bounds. Brought up, left now for Planell with some space. Drops it back to Stockman, who puts it right back in the area. Chernus gets tripped up, no whistle as it caroms out wide. Pass deflected and now out of bounds for a Titans throw-in. Throw comes in the direction of Kyle Brandick. George West forced him off his line, and it allowed the ball to roll all the way back to Matt Weir as the Toreros switch the field. I'll try and play keep away with nearly 5 minutes left in the match. Jimmy Ryan finding Marmion. Aiden streaking up the right side. Past the one defender. In behind. A shot off the right foot. It's off the diving stop of Devin Mendez. And past the goal line, Aiden Marmion. Good individual run up the right side. Slipped in behind. Across with his right foot. And a diving save by Devin Mendez. Knocked it out of bounds for a Torero throw. Ross Meldrum will take the free kick from the left corner flag. Meldrum to service off the right foot. Far post punched out by Mendez. Still remains a free ball as Jimmy Ryan gets to it for the Toreros. Sets up shop. Now one-on-one. Working to his right. Trying to get away from a sliding challenge as the ball is knocked away. Left for Aiden Marmion with a throw-in. Under 5 to play here at Torero Stadium. San Diego leading 1-0. Planell plays the ball in the air at midfield inside the circle, now right across the SD. Titans played ahead, but a bad pass leads to transition here for San Diego as Ryan leaves it back for West. They go over the top in the direction of Marmion. Pass just a half step too late as it allowed the Titan defender to come from behind, disrupt the pass just enough. Detroit Mercy looking for the equalizer in the 87th minute as Pearson tries the edge of the 18, has it knocked away by Lander and out of bounds. And Detroit Mercy, good opportunity here on the corner from the far flag. Ryan Pearson on the ball. Couple of ticks over 87 minutes in. 1-0 Toreros. Pearson to service. Middle of the box. Headed in the air and just over the top of the cage. Weir had it covered. A pretty good look from Detroit Mercy. Couldn't exactly see the number. I think it was Pliakos on the other end of the corner. It was number 8, Dimitri Pliakos. Got to it first, but just over the top of the bar and cleared away by Matt Weir. Looking for consecutive clean sheets The Toreros coming off a 3-0 win on Monday. Trying to hang on and salvage a 1-0 win here tonight. Back in action on Sunday, a reminder. Toreros taking on Belmont at noon. Ball played ahead to Planell, off his head. Controlled by Ryan. Ryan now with the left foot, a rocket, but gloved by Devin Mendez. No hesitation that time from Jimmy Ryan, who battled his way through some traffic and saw a spot of daylight and took a rip with his left leg. Marmion along the right side slips to a pair of Detroit defenders, now gets tripped up. Well, it looked to be inside the box, but no whistle. Detroit a counter coming back the other way. Just about 60 seconds left here in regulation. Detroit Mercy looking for one last gasp. As this one rolls past the goal line, and it'll be a goal kick. For the time being, it appears San Diego will survive. So the Toreros streak of at least 3 goals in their first 3 matches will be broken up. But does look like the winning streak will extend now to 3 straight to start the season. The Toreros winning their first 2 matches for the first time since 2017. Are just about 10 seconds away from making that 3-0. As Frey will send one down the pitch. The whistle is off, and the Toreros are winners tonight. They hang on for a 1-0 clean sheet victory over Detroit Mercy. George West, his goal in the 68th minute was the difference. The assist to Freddie Polzer. As the Toreros hang on for a 1-0 win, they improve to 3-0 on the season, while Detroit Mercy has dropped back-to-back games, and the Titans fall to 1-2 on the year. Dominating performance here by the Toreros. They strike for just 1 goal, but the defense was sound once again here for San Diego. They look to make it 4 straight to start the season as they welcome Belmont here to Torero Stadium on Sunday. Kickoff scheduled for 12 p.m. That is noon on Sunday, right back here at Torero Stadium. But here tonight, San Diego is winners as they take care of business over the Titans of Detroit Mercy by a score of 1-0. The goal, George West, his first of the season in the 68th minute. Well, once again, my name is Seth Smith, and for the rest of the crew here at Torero Stadium, we thank you for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. And don't forget to join us on Sunday at noon as the Toreros host Belmont at 12 p.m. Have a good rest of your Friday night. We'll catch you on Sunday. Toreros winners 1-0 tonight.